In this video, we will explore 4 more corded edgings that are perfect for moss stitch projects. I've added timestamps for this video in the description below so you can jump ahead and back again as you wish. Plus, I've added the link to the companion pattern in the description too. So here we have a little swatch of a moss stitch, but I have not put a final edge on it. I'm going to start in the middle of any side in any space. Insert my hook, pull up a loop, yarn over using both strands, and pull the end yarn tail through. What we're going to do with that is we'll weave that in later. Now we're just going to continue with one strand. Now in the next space, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, working from left to right, pull up a loop. Now we have 3 loops on a hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. We've just done a reverse half double crochet. But because the half double crochet is just a little bit taller, it will skip over this single crochet. And all we have to do is yarn over, insert our hook in the next space, pull up a loop, 3 loops on hook. See how they're crisscrossed? Yarn over and pull through all 3. Let's do a few more so that you can see how it lays out. Yarn over, insert the hook, pull up a loop. Now remember, I'm coming up on the left of my loops on my hook. Pick up a loop, pull through, and finish that half double, reverse half double crochet. Okay, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, 3 loops on hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 to finish a reverse half double crochet. Yarn over, we're at the corner. Now we're going to do the corner a little bit differently. And we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the corner space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Chain 2. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And what that did was that extra little chain 2 helped us square this corner, and as you can see how we have this beautiful little edging. It's a nice little thick edging. Let's do a few more so you can see the effect of it. See how nice that corner looks? See how nice? And it sort of stands up really nice. Now if this was the same color, you can see it would just disappear right into it. But we're doing it in a different color so you can see the difference. This time we're going to yarn over, insert our hook in the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We just did a reverse double crochet. Yarn over, insert in the next space, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. I find this one a little more difficult to do because you tend to, it's hard to get just under 2 because they're all scrunched up on your, under 2 loops because they're all scrunched up on your hook. When we get to the corner, in the corner space, you're going to do that. You're going to yarn over, insert, and do a second one. Now notice we didn't put the chains in there because the double crochet is a little bit taller than the half double crochet, and so it just can manage to turn that corner. Now if your yarn is a little stiffer, you might want to put a chain in between those 2 at the corner, but let's do a few more. This one, as I said, just takes a little bit more concentration to do, but once you get the hang of it, it's still quick. It's still very quick, and it makes a really nice edge for moss stitch or any 2-stitch repeat where you have a space of any sort. The reverse half double crochet is narrower. The reverse double crochet is much taller. What I like about the reverse double crochet is that I can put my hook into that space real easily, and you could finish the end of a scarf with this and then take 2 strands and do a larkspur knot and add fringe really easily. And it's very easy to figure out how far you want it apart. You can also do it on the half double crocheted one, but I kind of like the thickness and the bulkiness of the double crochet one. So you can add it in each one of these or in every other one. And here's what it looks like every single one. Gives it a nice, pleasant little base for fringe. Let's do yet another variation. Let's say you wanted to incorporate a crocheted fringe in addition to your edging. And that gives you this beautiful little edge, plus it has these little arches with the fringe centered. Now you can space them apart, or you can even make the fringe different lengths and alternate the fringe in different lengths. So that's just dependent on how many chains you make. But let's show you how to do it and how to turn the corner. I've already done my reverse half double crochet, so I'm going to chain how many I want. Now here I had 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. Here I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I'm alternating long ones and short ones. I'm rolling that chain over and working in the 3rd loop on the back of the chain and in the 2nd chain from the hook. That's why we do 6, because we want 5 slip stitches. So I'm inserting my hook, pulling up a loop, and pulling through all the loops on the hook. That's a slip stitch. Insert, pull the loop through both loops on the hook. Insert in the next 3rd loop on the back through all the loops on the hook. Insert, pull through 2 loops, insert, and pull through 2 loops. That is our 5th chain. Now this is where it becomes important. Once you've done that chain, hold your work so that your hook is to the right and your feeder yarn is to the left, and your little fringe is in the middle. Fold the fringe forward between your hook and your yarn. Very important. Pin that down with your fingers and then do a tight chain behind the fringe. Then yarn over, insert your hook into the next space, pull up a loop, 3 loops on hook, and complete that half double crochet. Now we're going to chain 4 because we want to do a short one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll it over, and in the 2nd chain from the hook, in that 3rd loop, work a slip stitch. The next one, work a slip stitch, and the next one, work a slip stitch. No matter how long it is, you need to hold your hook to the right and your yarn to the left, and take that little fringe and push it between the 2 and hold it to the front. Chain a tight one. The reason we do that and push that forward and finish it off with a tight chain is because this half double crochet is twisted, and if we don't do it that way, this one will go, if you do the chain in front of it, your fringe will either lay to the front if you do it in the wrong direction or outside of this, it lays to the back. And so it won't sit out straight from the edge. So you're sort of untwisting the twist when you do the chain, because you're twisting the half double crochet because you're going from left to right, but you're crocheting normally the fringe. So you gotta do that little extra action. But let's do the corner. So now we've just finished a long one and we're at the corner space. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the corner space, pull up a loop, complete our reverse half double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can just decide what you prefer to do into the corner space. I'd kind of like to do a couple of them. Whether it's 2 or 3 will depend on your pattern. And in this case, because we're doing alternating, I want to alternate this in the corner space. So I need to do an odd number. So before I go any further, once again, pull the fat fringe to the front between the hook and the feeder yarn and do a tight chain. Okay? Then I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the corner space again and make another reverse half double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If these were all the same length, you don't have to worry about it. Okay? But if they're not the same length, you have to make it look nice. So I like to put an odd number of fat fringes into the corner. And so here's my last slip stitch. Okay. Once again, see how that's sitting to the back? That's why you have to pull it up in between those two. Have to. You'll find out if you don't, because it'll lean and hang off to the back and you won't even see the piece of fringe. Okay, so we did our tight chain. Now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook once again into that very same corner space, because I want to put a third one in. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Insert, slip stitch in that back loop for the second one from the hook, the third one, and the fourth one. Okay. Pull this through. I can't emphasize this enough, to the front and do a tight chain. Now we can continue on because we have 3 in the corner. Let's do another one or 2 so that you can then see what it looks like. See how our corner turns and there's 3 of our little fringes in that corner? These 3 fall into that corner. But it looks so nice coming around like that. And so that's how you incorporate the fat fringe and a corded border all in the same process. I hope you enjoyed exploring more corded edging for the moss stitch. Please take a moment to subscribe and ring the bell to receive notifications of upcoming videos and events. Happy crocheting!